This week in counselling, one thing that came up are little rules that we have which come from something that happened a long time ago and might not still be current. Basically, if this rule was in your fridge, you'd have chucked it out a long time ago. If it was in your wardrobe, you wouldn't be holding on to it. It's that sort of, do I really need to keep this? And checking exactly what those rules are is part of what happens in counselling. It's part of what happens in a one-to-one situation where I can hear things. Now, because it's part of your background, but it's just part of the wallpaper, it just goes on all the time, blah, 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 blah. We do that, and we never cross the road on the left. And I can hear that and go, sorry, you never cross the road on the left? No, completely, that's the thing. Right, tell me a bit more about that. And then it turns out that on this one occasion, somebody crossed the road, I don't know, left or right, whatever. Something dreadful happened, and the rule became, you never do that. Now, the rule could have been, always look both ways before you cross the road. Listen for traffic, green cross code, whatever, it doesn't matter. The fact is that at a moment of crisis, something was said, and that thing has got into your brain and has not dislodged. It's not useful anymore. It's not relevant anymore. But because it came in at a moment of intense emotion, it's got real weight and meaning. It's getting in your way. You're tripping up over this rule, but you don't notice it there because it's been there so long, you can't see it. So one of the things we can do is hear what those rules are and explore them. And maybe you want to keep that. Maybe you say, no, I'm going to keep that rule. I like it. I want to, honour whoever gave it to me. Or maybe you say, actually, that's stopping me getting where I need to be. That's holding me back. And that's the point when you can go, how would it be to let go of it? The question is, how would it be? I do not say, and if you have a therapist or even a friend who says, oh, you should get rid of that, just, tell them to hold the horses, because it's not as easy as going, oh yes, you're absolutely right, I will change completely. A fundamental part of my being. Why didn't I think of that? How would it be? Gets you to think, what would it look like? What would I gain from this? What would it feel like not to think that anymore? Have a think about that. Just let that sink in. You might like the idea, you might not. You might say, well, I'll try it for a week, or I'll try it for a month, or, well, I'll try it in this circumstance and monitor it. So really, it's finding something that's no longer helpful, recognising it's no longer helpful, and recognising you have a choice as to whether you keep obeying that rule, whether you keep listening to it, or you let it go. How you let it go, when you let it go, is up to you, but knowing that it's your choice is a really, really important part of the process of counselling, of recovery, of owning control of your life.